It's not a crash. Seems like the news is having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that this looming menace that is destined to end all life and home ownership value on this earth is just not happening. Welcome to our March 2023 update on the real estate market in Lake Oswego and West Linn. What do you want to bet? The people who write headlines like this and follow them up with captions like this: rent rather than own. Let's look at the facts. Since it's Market Monday, let's start with the easy stuff. 19 new listings came on the market since Thursday, ranging from $500,000 to just under $3 million for this neat little Lake Oswego French-style farmhouse. 7 of the 19 are over $1 million, with 2 in West Linn and 5 in Lake Oswego. 170 total listings means our sluggish spring market continues. As a refresher, 2 weeks ago, we had 154 active listings, and then 160, and now 170. So our inventory isn't being consumed by buyers as quickly as it is growing. Mortgage rates popped up again, with a 30-year fixed average at 7.258%, 15 at 6.096, and the 10-6 ARM at 7.236. Meanwhile, jumbos consolidated to an average of 5.93 to 5.99 across the board. So now is an excellent time to lock in that 15-year fixed, which was a few points higher just last week. As much as I love Market Mondays, it's also early April. So let's take a look at the month past and see how we did. Grab some snacks and a pillow and make yourself comfortable. This is going to be boring. Key market indicators are a set of metrics that I use to get myself a good grasp of the market at work. The KMIs that I track are sold listings, under contract, new listings, for sale, off market, which is anything that canceled or expired during the month, and month's supply of inventory, or the infamous inventory in months. There's other videos, go watch them. In March, we saw a 2.9% decrease in the number of units sold compared to February, down 2 from 68, but an increase of 47 units under contract, a massive 87% jump, and the volume, the cash value of those pending listings almost doubled from $55.2 million to $110 million. Wild. In the land of new listings, there were 27 more units listed in March, representing a 27% increase compared to February's 100 total new listings, for a new to-market value of $148 million, up from $117 million, an increase of 26.5%. This increased the total number of homes for sale, with 49 units active in March, a 20.1% increase from February, and a total market price up 15.5% from $385 million to $444 million. Remember, this is just for Dunthorpe, Lake Oswego, and West Linn, and the estimated value of only 293 homes. 30 units were taken off the market in March, a pretty huge 25% increase from February's 24 canceled and expired listings, with a total dollar volume of $12.7 million exiting the market. Some of these may have been relisted since, but that's still a lot of inventory to lose when we have so little to begin with. When this happens, it's usually due to poor pricing strategy, inadequate marketing efforts. A friend of mine had his custom home in Lake Oswego languish on the market for many months because his agent wasn't able to create a sound marketing plan. And when it did eventually sell, it was for a great loss. He later told me he was glad to get it over with despite the loss. His agent was another friend to whom he felt obligated, otherwise he would have hired me for the listing. That feeling of obligation cost him $1 million. Looking at the secondary indicators, we see that the average days on the market increased slightly by 4.8%, with a median list price decrease of 2%. However, the median sold price increased by 12.4%, and the average sold price increased by 14.8%. Right? Dig. Sold to list ratio improved from 94.62% to 96.67%. Median sold price spiked from 12.4% from $756,000 to $850,000. The average sold price rose from $899,000 to $1 million, even while the average list price dropped only $6,000, which is equivalent to repainting a wall in the high end. Hi. Even those trends demonstrate the point I made this past Monday, that is, while inventory has increased, sold properties did not increase in response. This could only mean that the market activity is slowing. While I wouldn't call it a crash or a collapse, or any other kind of bad news buzzword. It does very much highlight that we're in a slowdown, which is not normal for spring. If you recall any of my winter posts, I always describe the spring as the best time to buy and sell, thanks to better buyer traffic and more inventory coming onto the market. But this year, thanks to the Fed and other microeconomic shenanigans, looking at you mortgages, many buyers simply aren't buyers right now. In our high end, however, buyers are still out in droves with strong cash offers or unbothered by the slightly lower leverage at their disposal. The increase in the total sold values show this very point, as some of our higher priced homes have in fact traded. The months of inventory increased by 0.5%, but still remains a very low 2.5 months, indicating a strong seller's market. It's unlikely we're gonna crawl out of that comfy bed anytime soon. The supply ranges from $250,000 to $15 million, which is pretty much the gamut for Oregon, save for a few outliers. Speaking of Oregon outliers, here's a quick look at those numbers. More than 6,000 listings around $500,000 and only one at $20 million. This epic, if small, almost 9,000 square foot, 436 acre ranch that has been on the market for over a year. While the number of sold units decreased slightly in March, the dollar volume of sales increased, and we saw big jumps in new listings / total homes for sale and homes taken off the market. The secondary indicators show a mixed picture with some increases and some decreases, but the market remains strong with low inventory in the seller's market. Thank you for watching this update on the real estate market in Lake Oswego and West Linn. If you found this information useful, vote for me by giving a like and subscribe if you like staying afoot of the latest market info for Lake Oswego and West Linn, Oregon, and slightly, maybe not slightly, beyond. I'm Adam Davis with Adam Davis Real Estate. Peace.